welcome to another episode of the Untitled Film Project Podcast, where we are so excited to be joined by Jett Klyne, actor in the new horror movie Shaman, hitting theaters August 8th. Jett, thank you so much for doing this, man. I just really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, of course. Happy to do it. I love talking about myself, so it's a really great one.
There's going to be a lot to do that. A lot of chance to do that on this one. I know we only have 10 minutes, but let me break right to it. Let me ask you about the audition process for Shaman, because as an actor, is there anything different that maybe goes into auditioning for a horror movie versus, say, a drama or an action film?
Yeah, totally. With a horror film, a lot of the times the audition scenes, you'll have like one pretty just baseline, and then one where they want to see your range and they want to see what you can do. And so when you're doing those like scary or like those big scenes where you have to be there, you really got to just go for it. And I think that's something that, isn't always an audition process. Those like huge, maybe it's a scream or something.
Is there any kind of tips that you maybe have for other child actors or aspiring actors that, maybe their entryway into movie making is a horror movie, something like that? Is there any kind of thing that you have for the audition process or maybe the whole process pre-booking?
Um, yeah, well, just during an audition for, anything, just don't be nervous or scared because you're the only one in there, maybe with your reader, and you guys both know what you're doing. And I'm even guilty of getting in my own head and like think and just being weird about it. But don't just say like, whatever, throw it away, flush the toilet and just go for it.
That's
Don't
a
be
good,
scared.
that's good sage advice for just about any job interview, actually. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but you're just 16 years old, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've already had quite a resume, aside from your time with Gerber because you were a baby and didn't know you were alive. That doesn't
Yeah, of
count.
course.
When did you decide you wanted to act? When did you decide this was what you wanted to do? At least for now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I remember my very first memory of acting, and it's kind of like when I remember just being so immersed and loving it was I think on this I think it was called 13 Steps, which was like this indie film that was released kind of recently, but it was done in 2013 and I was 4 years old. And I have like
Oh,
I
wow.
it's like just memories somewhere back in there where I can think about it in these vivid like this living room when I'm sitting on this guy's lap, the fake gun in his hand, the camera looking at us. I just That's the scene. That's what like acting meant. And like that was like that was a real movie that we were making that I was in. And I fell in love with the cameras and the DPs and it was just that's kind of where I was 4 years old.
That's awesome. So obviously, a lot of people might know you from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, of course, which we're going to touch on just briefly here. Uh, what was that? What's that process like when you're soaking up the expertise, not necessarily of everyone, Elizabeth Olsen, all the big names, right? But just the pros in the crew, on set, maybe that are background actors, even, and maybe some small supporting roles. What is it like to be your age, that level of experience, and be able to kind of be immersed in all of that professionalism?
Yeah, that just goes for the acting world itself, just my entire life being around like that professional environment, as I say. But WandaVision and Marvel, I'd done big movie, like big production movies previously, but that was a whole other level. Marvel has everything they need and more. So being around those actors, I think that's really helped my performance and got me understanding like what it takes. Because after that, I went on to do like my first couple leads, and that's when grew for an appreciation for Lizzie because realizing how hard that is, it's something. But I feel like it brought my performance up, and just being around, being surrounded by all those people, Catherine Hahn, whoever it is, like just being there for me and working with them, and just great, really. Um, is something that I'm always happy and like so grateful for, but also just a surreal experience, especially at that age.
Yeah, is that this is a kind of a weird question because I'm 48, but is it a different perspective than you do? Is that lost on you as much as it can? I mean, or do you really appreciate the fact that you, and I don't mean that flippantly, you know what I mean, right? And I don't
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
like
yeah.
you don't
No,
appreciate
of
the opportunity,
course.
but do you appreciate the like, look around and go, wow, this is really special that I'm
Yeah.
involved in? I mean, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, and any movie I do, like this one, for example, I'm in South America in the highest elevation in the world, and like that's something, like that was something crazy, and so I get to do all these really cool things, and I don't think it's lost on me. I mean, um, like obviously the acting portion of it and working in that's second nature, that's my life, but getting those experiences and meeting those people is always what I say is some of my favorite part of the job.
You play Elliot and Shaman. We talked about the audition process earlier, but what are the differences between shooting a horror movie like this as opposed to be a drama piece like A Boy in the Woods, for example?
But both are really, I mean, heavy hitters, but it's a different mindset in both. Like in The Boy in the Woods, I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to say more method because I wouldn't consider myself a method actor, but just I'm feeling like that the whole time. I'm like, I'm in that mode. It's like it feels like there's just a huge weighted blanket over you, and you're just like pushing through on like like big emotional movie like that in comparison to this where it's like it's a horror, I get to scream, and a lot of the times I'm having fun through it. Um and I'm not messing around, but like I'm light outside of the shot, and like I'm there in the scene, and I'm just grateful to be there, you know?
If my research is correct, you're from Penticton, is that right? Am I saying
Yeah,
that right? Okay.
British Columbia. Yeah,
Okay,
Penticton.
yeah. So, are you a Penticton Vees fan by any chance?
Yeah.
We're all hockey
Huge.
fans on the pod, so I have to ask these
Oh,
questions.
perfect. I'm a huge fan. Yo, V's going to the dub. They're taking it this year. Oh, yeah, we just went from junior A to the WHL. So
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
yeah, it's big for us. I'm so glad you asked.
That's exactly why I'm asking. So uh, the this is an interesting time in sports and all that, but also with your career, right, and in your age and all those things, like all these experiences that you're getting. Do you ever get time to like let's go see a sporting event or to go to a concert maybe you want to go to or
Like if
any
I'm
kind of
working?
activity, go to the movie theater when you're on set and shooting these projects?
Oh, yeah. I mean, not all the time. Sometimes it's really busy, but I think working on The Boy in the Woods just right after we finished filming. I went to a Jays and a Raptors game. Um, So that was pretty sick. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the times I'm busy and I'm tired and I'm working, but if I'm anywhere, I normally do my best to go see something because yeah, me personally, I'm a huge sports fan. So you got to take the opportunity when it's there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. Yeah.
Yeah,
If you can find time, you got to do it.
yeah,
Jett
totally.
Klyne, actor in the new horror movie Shaman, opens in theaters August 8th. Today, August 8th. Thank you so much, Jett. Really, really appreciate your time. This has been a real joy. And if you're ever in Nashville, we'll take you to a game.
Oh, for sure. I appreciate you. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Thank you for listening to the Untitled Film Project Podcast. To support the show, please rate, review, follow, and subscribe. Original music by Jeremy Schwartz. Special thanks to the Music City Film Critics Association. Editing and post-production by Jeremy K. Gover. Voiceover by Chad Bennett.